Hello everyone, and welcome to the Windwalker Homestead channel. This will be episode 2 of, I suppose we'll call it the drive home, because that's exactly what I'm doing, is driving home. And this is a little video series where I answer simple questions about how to get off grid, different things it might entail, and becoming more self-sufficient. And in this video, I will be answering the question, what can you do with your gray water? Now, the gray water is the wastewater that goes from your sink, your shower, that's pretty much it. Pretty much any wastewater that doesn't, go down the toilet. The toilet water is what they call black water. There's a few different things you can do. The first time I've ever seen anything, that reused gray water, this was years and years ago. It was before I became interested in living off grid. They collected it, stored it in a big tank, put chemicals in it, and ended up using it to flush the toilet, which I think was a really cool idea. And it started to spark my interest, different things, rainwater collection. But anyways, that's beside the point. But, if you're on a regular toilet, that's one thing you can do. But the only problem with that is, in order to keep the smell down, because it's gray water, it has germs, bacteria in it, you have to put in chemicals into that tank that keep the smell down, which a lot of the times entails killing that bacteria. And if you use it to flush the toilet, and your toilet goes into a septic system, the same chemicals that kill the bacteria in the gray water may end up killing the useful bacteria, excuse me, the useful bacteria that's in the black water, or that's in your septic tank. And that causes problems that, that bacteria is needed for the septic tank to work properly, to break down the waste. And if that bacteria is gone, it can't perform its job, it ends up backing up and cause a whole slew of other problems. So that's one option. Another option, you store it, use it for firefighting if you don't have a well or something like that, or just because you want an extra tank of water for something like that. Another option is to store it and put it on plants, because the bacteria and everything in there kind of decomposing. It's kind of a form of compost. It's not really a form of compost. It isn't compost, but it has some of the same attributes that compost does. It can actually help plants grow, especially if it's been sitting for a while, and has nutrients and carbon that the plants really like. You can put on trees. I'm not sure if I'd recommend watering your grass, just because of the smell once again. The chemicals that go in there might end up killing the grass. But yeah, watering plants, not necessarily recommended for vegetable gardens, at the very least for root vegetables and tubers, like you wouldn't put on potatoes or carrots, stuff that you would pull out of the ground to eat. Fruit trees, stuff like that's fine. Maybe tomatoes, could splash up, get on the tomatoes, but definitely not any vegetables that would actually get wet with this wastewater. And of course, if it's legal in your area, a lot of the places it isn't legal because it is considered wastewater. You can drain it into a little pond, or just out in a field somewhere. So anyways, those are the basic, the most popular things to do with your gray water. If you're not, putting it in your septic tank or down your outhouse, however just get rid of it basically. If you want to reuse it, these are some popular things to do. If you have any more questions, go ahead and leave it down in the comments section. I'll do what I can to answer them right away. If the question's good enough and I think it warrants a video, I'll go ahead and put up a video about it, answering the question to more people, especially if it's a question that gets asked a lot. So go ahead and do that. Until next time, keep picking up dust.